What's up, y'all? It's Will from Brews Breaks back with another video. Today we're going to recap week 11 in like 2 seconds, and we're going to fly through week 12 where we are. So this is currently Monday. We're still waiting for the Cowboys to play, but I am 101, 61, and 1 on the season, which is pretty good. But yeah, let's jump into week 11 recap. I got smacked. Took some plays, took some games that like I was hoping, but lost the Falcons, Bucks, Chargers, Giants, Bengals, Seahawks, and Lions. On to Cincinnati, right? So now with week 12, again, hopefully I'll be 102, 61, and 1. If the Cowboys lose tonight against the Raiders, that's going to be a complete shit show. But jumping into week 12. So Bills at Texans Thursday night. Thursday night, just so you know, has been historically the under, which I don't think this is going to be any different. Bills, Bucks, barn burner. Bucks were down some major offensive players. Bills sat Keon Coleman, but that didn't seem to matter. Texans have a better defense. The question is going to be is whether it's CJ Stroud or David Mills, can they score in Buffalo? I think they're going to squeak it out at home. I think the Texans take this one. Buffalo's been like this. And I don't know. Definitely the under, though. Ravens, Jets at Ravens. I'm taking the Ravens. The Ravens are heating up, and the only way the Jets could contain this game is by the run. I just don't think they have enough forces on defense. Taking the Ravens. The Pittsburgh Steelers at the Chicago Bears. So I took the Bengals to win against Pittsburgh in an absolute shootout. That didn't happen. Pittsburgh's looking good. Aaron Rodgers owns the Bears. Just throughout his career, he owns the Bears. If Pittsburgh wins this one, and I'm taking the Bears, but if Pittsburgh wins this one, they are setting themselves up real well for the playoffs. And I think they're going to have to win because the Ravens are going to win. So they need to keep pace. But with all that being said, the Bears are looking pretty good, and they're starting to build a little bit of momentum, even winning muddy games. I think the Bears are going to squeak out a rare one against Aaron Rodgers. Pats at Cincinnati. Cincinnati will not have Joe Burrow. Pats will not have Milton Williams. Cincinnati probably won't have Jamar Chase, looking at a one-game suspension for spitting on what's his nuts. I think it's closer than it should be. Pats win. New York Giants at Detroit Lions. Lions looked like crap against the Eagles. I mean, the Eagles didn't look great against the Lions either, but it was just a gross game. Which, I mean, if you think about it, could have been the NFC Championship game. But all that being said, I don't sleep on the G-men, especially if Jackson Dart's playing. But the Lions absolutely have to win or their playoff hopes are in jeopardy. So I'm taking the Lions, but I think it's going to be close. We got Minnesota Vikings at the Green Bay Packers. So this is going to be a close one. Taking the under. Jets is frustrated with J.J. McCarthy. Jones got hurt. Packers keep dropping balls. Taking the under, but the Packers have to win in Green Bay or else their playoff hopes are in trouble as well. We're looking at the Colts at the Chiefs. Taking the Colts. The Colts are hot right now. Denver had a barn burner, took a barn burner win against the Chiefs in Denver. I think that the Colts have a good defense, on par, trending up with Denver, but they also have Jonathan Taylor. So I'm taking the Colts to win this one. Seahawks at Titans. Seahawks dropped a big one in LA. Darnold turned into a pumpkin with his 4 interceptions. Titans defense has been good as late. It's going to be closer than expected, especially because Horton could be back. But Seattle takes this one because they have to. Jags at the Cardinals. I hate this game. Jags smoked the Chargers, which I didn't expect. And now they have to travel to Arizona. The Cardinals defense has been pretty good as of late, but I am not touching this one. The Jags have to win to keep their playoff hopes alive, so I'm taking the Jags. Browns at Raiders. I hate this game as well. This game is going to be disgusting. I think Max Crosby is going to get to the quarterback, whoever that quarterback is. It's going to be an ugly game. I'm saying under 24 total points, but I'm going to take the Raiders. Eagles at Cowboys. Eagles have not looked great on offense lately. They don't have an identity. They don't have the identity they've had in the past anyway. The Cowboys, the offense might be too much, but Dak could have a Dak game and just cough it up at the end. The Cowboys absolutely have to win. The Eagles can afford a loss, to be honest with you, because they're so far ahead. And I think this is one that the Eagles are going to walk in. They're going to take them for granted. I think the Cowboys are going to win. Falcons at the Saints. Saints have a decent defense. Falcons just dropped a tough one against Carolina at home. Drake London seems to step up in games like this, so I'm going to take the Falcons. Again, they have to win. They're right there. They need a couple of things to turn for them to even have a good shot at the playoffs, but they need to win, so that's that. Bucks at Rams. This could also be like game of the week 1 will be Colts Chiefs. Game of the week 2 will be Bucks at Rams. So right now I'm picking the Rams. They look like the most complete team in the NFC. And I said that about Seattle 2 weeks ago, and then Seattle just got beat handedly by the Rams. Rams look like the best team in the NFC. Baker might get back Godwin and Irving this week, which will make this an extremely interesting game. I'm going to say this is the over. I have not seen the spread yet. It's Monday. Unless that spread is above 57, I'm taking the over. I think this is going to be a great game, especially if Godwin and Irving play. Final game, Panthers at 49ers. The Panthers are one of the best teams away. 49ers look really good against Arizona. Panthers are building momentum, and it's probably going to shoot me in the foot, but I'm taking the Panthers. Tet looked great. Leggett looked great. Dowdle looked great. Tremble looked good. They're probably going to get back Jimmy. So I'm going to take the Panthers in the close one. I know CMC is crazy, but I'm going to take the Panthers in the close one. So anyway, thanks for watching so far. If you like what I said, please like, comment, subscribe below. Let me know who your picks are, where you think I'm way off. I'm sure there's people that are going to be like losing their mind, but let me know. And thanks for watching. Until next time, keep sipping around.